Saquon is the best 21-year-old. Deshaun Watson is the best 24-year-old. Odell is the best 27-year-old. Psych! I just lied to you. Those guys are all second place for that age. Now let me show you the real answers. By the way, we're getting closer to 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this channel, make sure you're subscribed and you might as well hit the notification bell. So every week when I upload a new video, you're not gonna miss it. Number 19. Nobody. There are no 19-year-olds in the NFL. It starts at number 21, Josh Jacobs. He just got snubbed from being Rookie of the Year. They gave it to Kyler Murray instead. In his rookie season, Jacobs averaged 5 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns in 13 games. What's a rookie's biggest problem? Fumbles. How many fumbles did he have? Only 1. Number 22. This is the golden number in the NFL. So much talent. Kyler Murray, Sam Darnold, Saquon Barkley. That's a lot of offense right there. This is the future of the league. But none of them are the best 22-year-old. It's Nick Bosa of the 49ers, the defensive rookie of the year. One of the most devastating defenders in the NFL. And most importantly, a huge reason they made it to the Super Bowl. Number 23. Oh, it's Christian McCaffrey, the best running back in the NFL. That was easy. Wait a minute! Lamar Jackson just turned 23 years old last month. Sorry, C-Mac, but Lamar is the greatest offensive player in the league. Even more than Mahomes, in my opinion. But Lamar can't throw the ball. That's just not true. 42 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He's already the most unguardable player and he's only 23. Do you know how scary that is? He has all these years to get stronger, more athletic, and become a better passer. Every team in the NFL should be terrified about that. Number 24, the most talented number in the NFL. Listen to this. Patrick Mahomes, Alvin Kamara, Deshaun Watson, Zeke, Dalvin Cook, Joey Bosa. But I think we're forgetting about someone important. What about Baker Mayfield? Psych! Get him off my screen. Every player on the screen is a star, but one of them is a Hall of Famer, and his name is John C. No, his name is Patrick Mahomes. When Mahomes was down 24-0 in the playoffs, he came back to beat the Texans. Mahomes is a once-in-a-generation quarterback, and now he's a Super Bowl quarterback. Number 25. Warning, this one is controversial. Tyreke Hill, Jameis Winston, or Derrick Henry. 3 breakout players from this season. According to analytics, it'd be Jameis Winston. He threw for over 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns. What an amazing quarterback. 30 interceptions. Bro, I don't care if you threw 100 touchdowns. You turned the ball over 30 times, and that's not even including fumbles. So it's not Jameis. Tyreke is incredible. You can't guard his speed. But when you have Travis Kelce and Mahomes on your offense, it makes things so much easier. So it's not him. It's Derrick Henry. Henry saved the Tennessee Titans this season. People are acting like it's Ryan Tannehill. This guy's getting like 5 completions a game because they don't need to pass the ball. He turned this mediocre offense into a monster. 3 playoff games in a row with 200 yards rushing. That doesn't even sound possible. Derrick Henry, you're the best 25-year-old. Number 26. Dak Prescott had the highest quarterback rating in 2019, and he's still not the best 26-year-old. It's between Michael Thomas, the best wide receiver, and George Kittle, the best tight end. What makes Kittle so special is his blocking. Yeah, he got 1,000 receiving yards, but he also carves out so many lanes in their run game. What makes Michael Thomas so special? He catches everything. He was the only good receiver on the Saints, and he still got 150 receptions. The Saints defense was worse. Their run game was worse. Their quarterback even played worse. But nobody noticed it because Michael Thomas made up for all of that with his insane play. Not only is he the best 26-year-old, but he is one of the greatest talents the NFL has. Number 27. Odell, I'm sorry I said it in the intro, but you're only second place. The other option is Carson Wentz, who led the Eagles to another playoff run. And when he was healthy, their offense was dominant. So that means Carson Wentz is first place, right? Not exactly. He's actually third. First place is just so obvious and uncontested, I just wanted to make it interesting talking about these guys. Because the best 27-year-old is DeAndre Hopkins. The only receiver you can put in the same conversation as Michael Thomas. DeAndre Hopkins is the thread that is keeping the Texans offense good. Without him, they have no run game and no pass game. Number 28. Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Donald, or Khalil Mack. This is insane. Jimmy G, you shouldn't be in this conversation. You were up 10 points in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl and you blew it. Get off my screen. It's between Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald, the two best D linemen in the league. Mack won MVP in 2016. Aaron Donald won it in 2017 and 18. It's pretty even, but the difference is the sacks. Khalil had 8.5 sacks this season, pretty good, but Aaron Donald had 12.5 sacks. He didn't win MVP this season, but he's definitely the 28-year-old MVP. Number 29. Stephon Gilmore, the best cornerback in the league, or Bobby Wagner, the best middle linebacker. But I'm giving the edge to Stephon Gilmore. He just won the 2019 Defensive MVP. He made the Patriots defense #1 in the league. How do you think they won 12 games? The Patriots defense had more touchdowns this season than Odell Beckham Jr. And that's why Gilmore is the absolute best. Number 30. Julio Jones, Mark Ingram, or the Super Bowl winner Travis Kelce. Who scored the most touchdowns? Mark Ingram. Whose team did the best? Travis Kelce. Who got the most yards? Julio Jones. You could pick any of these guys and you wouldn't be wrong, but I'm going with Travis Kelce. Yeah, he has the best quarterback on his team, Patrick Mahomes. That makes things easier. But if you watch the games, Kelce is unguardable. He always finds the soft spot of the zone coverage, and once he gets the ball, he is a truck. Number 31. Russell Wilson, Richard Sherman, and you're not going to agree with this, but Kirk Cousins. If I made this video last week, I might pick Richard Sherman. But after that embarrassing performance in the Super Bowl, don't even think about it. Get off the screen. You probably think Russell Wilson is so much better than Kirk, but not really. Kirk Cousins had a better completion percentage, more yards per attempt, and was better at the play action. So if we only counted stats, it'd be Kirk Cousins. But stats aren't everything. We need to add the secret sauce, logic. Kirk Cousins had Dalvin Cook on his team, which made things a lot easier. His offensive line was also a lot better. So forget wide receivers, running backs, offensive line. The best 31-year-old in pure talent is Russell Wilson. Sorry, Kirk. You like that? Number 32. Ndamukong Suh or Emmanuel Sanders. Very different players, but both are really good. Sanders was okay in Denver, but when he got traded to the 49ers this season, he started playing incredible. Yeah, Jimmy G isn't the greatest quarterback, but his QB in Denver was Drew Lock, so it was definitely an improvement. Suh hasn't been relevant for a long time. Only 2.5 sacks this season. Was he hurt? No, he played all 16 games, so Sanders is easily the winner. Number 33. Julian Edelman. Wait, that's not how this works. We need some competition. I guess Marshawn Lynch. But he only averaged like 1.8 yards per rush. Edelman is the only star player on the Patriots offense, including Brady, because Brady is not a star anymore. The Patriots offense was miserable this season, but Edelman still had 100 receptions and 1,100 yards. He's the best. Number 34. We got a tough one. Two future Hall of Famers, Adrian Peterson or Matt Ryan. The last 4 seasons, the answer was Matt Ryan. But something changed this year. Matt Ryan had a horrible season. The best 34-year-old is Adrian Peterson, who had a comeback season. AP had his most yards per rush since 2015. Keep in mind, the Redskins were rotating 3 running backs, and he still did a good enough job to earn the starting spot. Number 35. You're probably thinking, 35 must be a quarterback. Nope, the best 35-year-old player is Marshall Yanda, left guard on the Ravens. Number 36. Hall of Fame wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald or Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles than he has drops in his career. Aaron Rodgers had 6.5 touchdowns for every interception he threw. One of the best ratios in the NFL. Both are incredible, but Rodgers gets the edge. The Packers went 13-3 this season. When the playoffs came, Rodgers fell apart against the 49ers. Yeah, I know. But Larry Fitzgerald didn't even make the playoffs. Number 37. Big Ben Roethlisberger. Just because he was hurt this season doesn't mean we should forget how amazing Big Ben is. Last year, he threw for over 5,000 yards. He's 37 years old, and he threw the same yards as Jameis Winston did this season. His only competition is Terrell Suggs, who's also a legend, and actually he just won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. But did he win the Super Bowl? No, his teammates did. Number 38, Eli Manning. Finally, a Giants player! Oh wait, he just retired. Well, his replacement is Phillip Rivers. Even though I love to make fun of Phillip Rivers and how many interceptions he throws, it's not all his fault. The Chargers' offensive line is absolutely awful. So even if Patrick Mahomes was on the Chargers, he would have thrown a lot of interceptions too. Number 39. This is the most impressive one. Ben Watson. Tight ends usually retire pretty young because they get hit a lot. So for a tight end like Ben Watson to play this long is absolutely amazing. Number 40. Drew Brees. I don't know why Drew Brees gets so much hate, but he almost had a perfect season. He's 40, yet he threw 27 touchdowns and only 4 picks. That's a better ratio than Aaron Rodgers. And he did that in only 11 games. Completion percentage, 74.3%. Number 2 in the NFL. But people are acting like the Saints should get rid of him. This is the greatest quarterback mind since Peyton Manning. Still a superstar, and people want him to retire. Unbelievable. Number 42, Tom Brady. 8 interceptions. That's double what Brees and Rodgers threw. Only 60% completion percentage. I'm not hating. I love Brady, and it's incredible he's still playing at the age of 42. But when you compare him to Brees, it's not even close. If Brady didn't have the best defense in the league, the Patriots might have missed the playoffs this season. Number 44, Matt Bryant. He's gotta be the oldest player, right? Nope! The oldest player in the NFL is the legend Adam Vinatieri. Last video, I did the best teams if every player played for the team that drafted them. So Odell is back on the Giants. Jimmy G back on the Patriots. I think it's the best video on my channel, so go watch that right now.